All right, what's this? This is no good.
You had me up until the Chewbacca pelt. That's not cool.
What?
What is it?
What is it?
David.
Is it inappropriate, Rico?
Yes.
Moderately so.
Kind of.
That's
Princess-
not inappropriate. That's great.
Princess Leia, naked Princess Leia in a
Any
Chewbacca
naked
coat.
princess-
And a Chewbacca coat.
This morning, my wife and I talked about girls her age being turned on by Han Solo. Like, I remember as a kid when I first learned that, like, girls were into Han
You
Solo.
were turned on by Han Solo
It was
too?
like the bad boy. Like, he was, like, attractive because he was the bad boy.
He was the bad boy.
My
Oh, yes.
wife says it wasn't that he was the bad boy. Just it was the heart of gold thing that got her.
Bullshit.
Bullshit.
It's the bad
It's the
boy.
bad
It's the
boy?
every girl wants a bad boy because they think that they can fix him.
Yeah.
You might be right, man. I asked her. I was like, Lisa, are you sure? She said no.
She's lying.
And I said, were you more into him as Indiana Jones or Han Solo? She said Indiana Jones because she was young, right? Star Wars came out when she was like in second or third grade.
Indiana Jones is technically a bad boy. He's
Yes.
a college professor who breaks all the rules.
Yeah, but did you get that when you were in sixth grade? I just remember the Rolling Rock. You know, like that.
See,
I mean, that's the Rolling Rock.
you weren't a sixth
The
grade
guy's
girl.
eye melting and all that stuff.
Oh, yeah,
That's
yeah.
all I remember.
The heart.
Right. But see,
Is that in the first one? That's the second one.
that's
That's
the
the
second
heart.
one.
but you're a guy. You're not a sixth grade girl. Girls look at it
That's
differently.
the second one, though. The
Yeah.
first one just had the melting Nazis, which was
It's all about-
great,
it's all-
man.
it's all about
Melting
Close your
Nazi.
eyes and the Nazis.
Melting
It's all about
Nazis.
bad boys.
So,
and
see, that's what
and
your sign
making
lacks,
them-
Rico.
And
You don't have
melting
melting
Nazis.
Nazis. Any face melting is good.
They get the Crystal Skull. His son's generation. They get the Crystal Skull where we
Was
got
that good?
No.
No.
It was
I didn't see that
terrible.
one. I saw the one with his dad, where like
Yeah.
James
Indiana
Bond
Jones
was his
and the Last
dad.
Crusade.
It wasn't bad. It had
Wasn't bad.
knights and
Wasn't that
stuff.
James Bond?
You
Sean
chose-
Connery.
Sean
James
Connery.
Bond was his
Yeah, yeah.
dad. That was a good twist to the whole
That was-
franchise.
One of the best lines ever.
Bond, James Bond.
No. In Indiana Jones: Last Crusade. You chose poorly.
With
In context.
With the Templar.
In context.
so
One of the best lines ever.
hey,
What shirt are you wearing? Is that an alien shirt? What is LV 426?
Las Vegas.
Is that the name of the alien ship?
It's the planet they find them on.
Is it?
In the most recent one?
No, in Alien and Aliens.
Right, that's where they got him.
Yeah.
LV 426.
That was a great movie.
And this
man.
is a Jurassic Park
Yeah.
style logo.
Yeah, no, I got that part, man. But
Alien.
I loved Aliens 2 was one of my greatest film experiences of my entire life.
both of them were great.
Yeah, that's one of my friends.
The first one I just remember being scared.
Yeah.
Like,
Well,
I
they
don't
were
remember the
different
science
movies.
fiction elements. And all.
I don't either.
The
Yeah.
first
Scary
movie,
as hell.
the first movie was a horror
But we
movie.
were
The second
young.
movie was an action adventure movie.
The first one came out when we were young, right?
Yeah, yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
I was little.
I
The
still
second
remember-
one, we slipped on the street to see it, and it opens with that plane coming in, and it was like
Oh,
the
yeah.
first THX movie I remember seeing, like in the big screen.
And you're like,
ah, it was
first-
great.
the first
not
one-
as good as Wrath of the Titans.
The first one, the trailer for the first one, was one of the best trailers. It was
How do you remember the trailer to Alien, man?
because this is what it was. We're sitting in the theater, and all you see is a giant egg in space floating, and it's getting closer and
Hi.
closer. There's no sound. There's nothing. Just this
in
egg.
space, no one can hear you scream.
And then the egg cracks and light comes out of it, and
remember
the tagline is "In space,
No one can hear you scream. I
hear you
remember that
scream."
part.
No sound, or that was the entire trailer, and you went, "Oh fuck!"
Yeah. I remember seeing that at con.
That
They used
is
to show
one of the
Alien at
best
con.
trailers of all time because it didn't give away anything about the movie, but it made you go, "This
I'm
is going
seeing
to be
that.
scary."
I'm seeing
Yeah,
that.
I'm seeing this is going to be scary.
I've heard nothing but good things about that. Is this
unlike
it? Here it
most
goes.
trailers,
Here it goes, man.
There it is. Unlike most trailers, which give you this.
No, I broke it.
Wait to stop
I broke it. I broke
Wait
it.
to
No,
stop
it's
it.
still going. Rico,
Way to
don't
ruin
panic.
all the fun.
It's going backwards now.
It is.
You're not allowed to touch Apple products.
That's right.
That's what my wife says.
See, and then all of no sound.
That looks like a planet, though, not an egg.
That's an egg.
Are you
And then
sure?
It cracks. What? See, it's an egg on a.
It's just going over and over again, man. Oh gosh.
See, that's the sound that they brought back in Prometheus. That
Oh, this isn't the. That was.
Yeah.
That is different stuff.
Well, this was the expanded
sound.
trailer. This
Oh.
was the expanded trailer where they started showing scenes and stuff. But eventually, initially, it was just the egg. and it
Like
cracked.
a
and
30-second thing.
yeah.
So did anyone see Aliens versus Predator?
Yeah.
No.
The one where they went to the planet and they were like,
The Predator planet or the
Ton
alien
of 'em.
planet?
You mean Predators?
yeah, it was like whatever. It wasn't that long ago that it
Did
came
anyone?
out.
The
did-
one where they get taken to the planet and it's like a safari, basically. But they're the prey.
They're the prey, but there's a bunch of aliens on there too. So because they came on a ship or something. Yeah, that wasn't bad.
Who saw?
Predators, the idea is that the predators kidnap everybody and then
Right.
all these different alien species and drop them on this planet.
Yeah, and even the
Leave them
alien
there.
was yeah.
I prepared.
Yeah, that was a pretty good one.
And then they hunt them.
Who saw Alien Cube?
Womp womp.
God, what a horrible movie that was.
Alien 3?
Yeah, Alien
But
Cube.
that was the one where Sigourney Weaver took out the queen, right?
No,
No,
that was Alien
Aliens.
2. That was
Where
Alien.
she held her arm against the vacuum of space.
That was
Yeah.
Alien.
She hooked it on the ladder. That was good.
Yeah, no. Alien's Cube was the one in the prison camp.
Oh, right, she escaped from the prison camp.
It was horrible.
But the one after it wasn't that bad.
Oh, I
They brought
refused
it
to
back
see
a little bit.
I refused to see it after that because it was like.
They went up to 5, didn't they?
I don't know.
No. They had
Prometheus was
Alien
5?
Resurrection was the one that followed Alien Cube.
It wasn't bad. Like, I saw that
I did
one
see it.
after.
And that was the one with Sigourney Weaver and Winona Ryder.
Yeah, she was like an old lady.
And then they had Prometheus and all that. So that
Prometheus
was
was great, man. People hate that movie.
I never saw it. But
I've gotten in more comic book store arguments about Prometheus than any other film ever.
You thrive on strike, don't you?
Oh, man. Arguing about that movie with pompous comic book readers is nothing greater, man.
I can understand why that would be fun.
Oh, they hate it, man. There's no plot. They go crazy. I'm like, but the symbolic representation of God.
There's air here. Come here, snaky thing.
Oh, it gets his,
Right.
it gets his arm. No, it gets his arm. Remember, it's around his arm.
Yeah,
That
but-
is the very. My friend went and saw it the night it opened, and that's the very first thing he texted me. He goes, "Word of note: when you see creepy snake-like black thing,
Run.
not take off your helmet."
yes.
run.
Yeah. Do not. Yeah.
No, I don't run.
Here you guys go.
And the
Well, that's
guy
what-
and the guy who made the map is the guy who got lost.
Yeah,
the guy
that's
with the
Here's
big-
me.
Okay.
He's the one who sends out the drones, and he's the one looking at the map. And
It's
then
like
all-
Darwin is the one that dies, right? The
Yeah.
one that's designed to evolve through anything is the only
That's
one
what
that
we
dies.
do in we go to movies. Place your bets, ladies and gentlemen. First one to die.
Is there a black man on the cast? My money's on him.
And if
If not, then it's the
horror
fat guy.
movie, did they sleep together?
Well,
If you sleep with someone in a horror movie,
You're dead.
you're dead.
Oh yeah.
Did you
Horror-
see that
horror
Cabin
movies
in the
are-
Woods thing?
they're
That was the
morality
funniest
plays.
damn movie ever. Did
They're
you see
all
that?
morality plays.
Cabin in the Woods?
Wasn't
Oh,
that
you
the one that
guys.
Brian was basing
Oh,
his
Yeah,
Merman
Cabin in
off
the
of?
Woods, based on a true story. I'm like,
It is so
why the fuck don't
good.
these people have a gun?
Okay, so here's the thing. Ready for this? So
'Cause they're all
Cthulhu's
like
real,
David.
right?
There you go.
The great old ones are locked in their little cages, right?
Uh-huh.
And every 20 years, we have to sacrifice people to the great old ones, or else they'll rise and destroy the planet. But we have to sacrifice them in horror movie tropes. Okay, so luckily
Scott?
the Japanese have been incredibly successful for the last 40 years.
They didn't have it.
Oh, okay, fine.
But this year, the Germans fail.
no, like they have to do it all over the world.
Yeah, like 4 of the 7 little studios have to succeed,
And at
right?
least one
The
of them
Germans,
has
the
to.
Germans have been very successful, right? But they blow it, right? So now it's down to the U.S. and Japan. One of them has to make it, but everyone's sure the Japanese will make it.
'Cause they
But
always do.
But the little girls start laughing at the zombie in the school. So now the Americans have the last chance, right? So they send in like the stoner and the sorority girl, and they all get him in the little cabin, right?
Is this a comedy?
No, dude, it's you have to see this movie. It's unbelievably great, right? It's unbelievably great, unbelievably great. Definitely worth seeing. 10. One of the funniest things I ever saw in my entire life.
Is
They
it
lose.
supposed to be?
Cthulhu's arm shoots up out of the earth at the end of the film.
It's supposed to have funny moments, but it's not sold as like a comedy.
There's-
it's
there's-
actually a horror flick.
They're like trying to make a horror movie that isn't like the Japanese grotesque, you know, the Ring. It's like not like the Ring. It's
And they take all the tropes and they turn them on their head. Like
Yeah.
the people who got laid, they're like the ones that make it.
well, and the merman does eat someone.
What?
Yes,
No.
merman wins, dude.
I'm sorry, Merman
It's,
never.
it's like crawling on the floor. and-
Yeah, it's flopping along after a guy. And it's by the guy. It's by who made that movie?
Guillermo?
Yeah,
Was it Guillermo?
it's worth seeing, dude. It's
Toro?
worth seeing.
I think so.
And
It was one of the big names.
Much
that
Ado
did
About Nothing. Did you see the
Well, Joss Whedon.
Josh
wrote it.
Whedon Much Ado About Nothing? Black and
Yeah,
white.
here's the merman from Cabin in the Woods.
He actually looks really creepy.
Yeah, no,
I'm
it's
sorry.
it's great.
That's why we're like, this is what Brian is.
Much Ado About Nothing. I don't know if you saw it.
Help
The-
yourself now. There's tons of Chinese. In
It's on Netflix right now or something. Like Lisa and I watched it this morning. One of the most enjoyable films I've seen in years. Years.
Really?
Yeah.
We're all
Loved
familiar with the
Which
Chick
movie?
Track, right? The old Chick Track from the 70s.
Yes.
They made a
Yes.
movie out of it.
I thought they were making a movie.
No,
Did
it's
they
premiering
Kickstarted?
at Gen Con.
Okay, so it's
Out of
I
the
think I
Chick Track on
contributed-
D&D?
yeah.
Oh yeah,
I think I
that's right. They made a
contributed to the
movie out. That's right.
Kickstarter.
I don't know what Chick Track is.
You've never seen the Chick Track?
Oh, the
You
Chick
know,
Track.
dude, it was like the religious attacks on D&D.
Oh.
Two sorority girls get
They have a
invited to
trailer
a
down
game.
the
And
Oh, yeah,
They
yeah,
had a
yeah.
trailer for it. Do you want me to pull it up?
yeah,
Yeah, the Chick Tracks are famous.
And who produced it?
It's like an indie thing.
It was kickstarted. I think it was kickstarted, right?
I don't
Okay,
know.
but they're doing it to make fun of the Chick Tracks.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah. It's a,
No,
it's, a,
totally.
it's a community kick track.
I just didn't want this to be,
You'll
you know,
laugh out loud at least.
the
once
Catholic
during
Church
the
got
trailer.
together with all their people and decided, you know, we need to
Funded
movie
a
this
film.
shit.
No,
Because
because
those things are terrible.
the Chick Track is very anti-Catholic. They wouldn't do it.
Yeah, he's
You know,
not,
the
he's
Pope
not-
is the Pope is the Antichrist, and the Catholic Church is running the world.
Okay, I must be
and-
thinking of the different one.
And
Somebody,
remember, Cthulhu is real. They're
In the
like,
chick tracks.
yeah. At the end, they're like, oh, it's all real. That's why we can't allow any of it. D&D's real, magic's real.
No, I didn't
witchcraft's
know.
real.
I didn't know that modern Christians were still in that. I remember we had like a Harry Potter thing or something for one of the movies, and like a lot of the parents didn't send their kids because
Witchcraft.
you know.
Are you
kids
kidding?
don't
La
participate in
Petite Academy banned anthropomorphism completely. They said your child should never read anything that has like or see
talking mice.
talking animals.
Who did this?
well, half the Disney
Well,
shit just went away.
All
I
the
had-
so
I
the
had a
Chronicles
D&D
of Narnia,
collection
which is
of books.
explicitly
I started
Christian.
playing when I was
Yeah.
like 4.
You should
Right.
really.
And I had a collection, maybe that big, of books, and I was like 9 or 10. And the Catholic Church had a flare-up of anti-D&D sentiment.
right.
And my mom, being the on-again, off-again Catholic that she is, was like, my son plays D&D. She made me watch as she burned all my books.
She burned your book.
Wow.
What? She burned your book?
That's awesome, dude.
And then I just kept buying more.
Religion enlightens us and has us open our minds.
Burning books, love it.
Okay, here's the... I don't know what angle you guys want it on, but...
Center of your very life.
Are you ready to RPG?
One goal. One goal only. Stay in the game.
Let's get ready to RPG!
Who are you? I'm Mercy. No, you are not.
Did she hit her?
I'm
Much ready to
the
RPG.
thief of the shadows.
She does slap her in the Chick Track.
Oh, it's like a Anne Rice club.
Maybe we should go. That senior warned us about playing RPGs.
Using RPGs to fight evil will never work because RPGs are
Yes.
Spells,
I think your hands are perfect for spell casting. There's so much that you could do with them.
poison,
Yeah, the girl kills her parents.
She kills her parents?
In
That's
the Chick
not
Track,
funny.
yeah.
I'm going to die.
No, it's
No,
the
that's
Chick
all
Track.
imagination.
is it?
and thanks to the power of the subconscious, they will begin to live it for real.
I love those Anne Rice themed vampire bars, man. Those are the.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, how badly did you want to go to one of those? Like, I thought when I went to college, those were going to actually exist. No, but there are goth clubs right there. I mean, they tried.
For me, it was the opening scene of the first Blade movie.
Oh yes!
Blade 3.
I wanted that. I didn't know there was a Blade
That
3.
club
Oh,
where
best
the
one ever.
sprinklers
Dude, the
start
second,
raining blood.
yeah,
Okay.
the second, that was Blade
No.
2 with the raining blood.
Blade 3.
Was that Blade 2 or Blade 1? I thought that was.
Okay,
Was it
Blade
Very
That
funny.
looks great, dude.
Blade 2.
Necronomicon and Cthulhu were just fictional. Oh no, Debbie. The Necronomicon and Cthulhu mythos are all too real.
That's awesome. Premieres August 14th at Gen. There's going to be a riot.
Blade 3.
Blade 3,
Yeah.
Rico?
Now,
Remember when it
remember
was
the
like
vampires
Blade's
in Blade
daughter
2?
and the one
They had
that-
the mouths that went like this and opened up sideways and stuff in Blade 2.
I'm not sure I saw Blade 2 because I saw the sprinkler one, but I thought that was,
That was
Blade,
Blade
2.
1.
That was Blade 1.
Okay.
And I think I might have it confused
So
with
they
the
have these-
Highlander franchise.
So they have this. So they have this.
You can see how you could do that. There's similar.
Lisa and I tried to watch the Highlander on TV.
Uh-huh.
Like it was on Netflix, the TV show, right?
Yeah.
Have you ever seen that show?
It's dated. It's
No.
really dated.
There are spectacular hot chicks on that show.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
They were like hiring playmates to be like on that show every week.
Yeah.
And different, I mean,
My
very
mom loved that show.
multicultural.
So yeah, it's on the Netflix queue.
Yeah, I love that show, man. Lisa and I, we can't get through like more than 4 episodes.
But it's dated.
Like Battlestar Galactica. Didn't someone tell me that Battlestar Galactica's good, the reboot?
Yeah, it is.
When? Like, how many episodes do we have to get through? We're like episode 6, dude, and I'm literally falling asleep. Like, it's really slow.
Yeah.
Does it ever pick up?
Season 3 it annihilates everything.
Okay. Because we're like at episode 10, like halfway through season 1, really considering
What
giving
about
up.
I have to trudge
I haven't-
through
I've
3
done Archer yet.
seasons till it gets good. It's not good.
Yeah.
What? The best is that show Mouse turned us on to.
Which one was that?
Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.?
No, not Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. The one, Fringe.
Oh, that.
Fringe is good, great, and then the worst thing you've
Yeah.
ever seen on TV in your entire
Season
life.
5,
You're,
just-
you're absolutely embarrassed watching it, and so you go to the Wikipedia thing, and they're like, yeah, they canceled it, the network canceled it, the fans brought it back, and it was a huge win for everybody. And you're like,
And it sucked.
They should never have brought that show back at all.
I watched 2 episodes of the 5th season and then went, nope.
No, it's unbelievable. Like,
didn't
they
miss
should have, I mean, like, Noah's Ark. There's an actual Noah's Ark. Any show with Noah's Ark is a mistake.
From the get-go, that's a given.
Rebel-
I mean, that's a given.
What about books? Can you say
Revolution.
that about books, Dave? I want to get that on camera.
Yeah.
Any
Any book with Noah's Ark. No, but I would like to argue that in that book, Noah's Ark is used as a metaphor for some kind of deeper spiritual truth. In the TV show Fringe, Noah's Ark was the plan. Like, I'm all okay if, the serpent in the garden is used as a metaphor to describe some kind of deeper spiritual truth, right? That's okay. As soon as that becomes the real teaching,
I just wanted you to say it on camera and put it on YouTube, Dave.
Cthulhu's
I think
real.
we have another apology video.
well, you know how good I am at the apology videos, man.
We know.
The apology videos are way better than
That's
anything.
why we want one.
You gotta find some
I
busty
just
religious
zoomed
chick for you
in.
to-
Just zoomed in.
Like, you don't even see your whole face. It's like,
Oh no! I'm filming across the store and I just zoom in.
And it starts up and it
This
just.
is all you see is the chest.
oh.
As I'm questioning John about his apology.
He's apologizing to this cosplayer who happens to be this
No,
beautiful
I'm
Asian girl
No,
that
I'm
has her breasts out.
No.
And as he's apologizing,
No.
he lowers the camera and it's just on her boobs and he's like, well,